It's game. Time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics.
Nice nod.
Joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Come on, come on.
Now Sacramento starting five. They got Javale McGee. Corey Joseph is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Griffin in at the power forward.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
And that one's good, Barnes. And Celtics coach Brad Stevens, a big believer, Chris, in keeping things as simple as he can for the players.
And very focused. From the first day when he took over, he showed the players the numbers of where the team had to get better. Just as important, he showed them how thin a margin separated them from being the top seed or missing the playoffs completely. That breeds confidence, but also focus. They realize how every play matters.
Picked by Griffin. Barnes outside. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Great presence there. You think that shot's going up, but gets dished to the open man.
Picked by Okafor. Outside Durant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And one thing I don't think Kevin Durant gets enough credit for is his mental toughness. He is rarely shaken or thrown off his game if things aren't going his way, and always remains focused on winning and doesn't let too much throw him off course.
And with Durant and his ability to stay focused on the court, Greg, you were just talking about this. A big example of that was last year when all the free agency speculation was floating around.
Yeah, and that can wear on a player when all the media is talking about your future. Durant has done a great job of blocking out the media the last few seasons and just focusing on winning. I mean, his focus on the court is a big part of why he is so consistent game to game.
Shoots from the baseline. And they pick up 2.
Durant is so tall and has such a soft release that a mid-range shot like that might as well be a layup.
Joseph dishes to Griffin. And Joseph kicks to Griffin. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognized the height advantage and went straight to the rack.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Griffin.
Now, the Kings haven't had too many deep runs in the playoffs, but they have had some fantastic players over the years. Ever since their move to Sacramento in 1985, they've had some of the most exciting talent in the league.
Hill passes to Fareed. The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Joseph kicks to Griffin. Back to Joseph. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. And Chris, I would... Most fans would call you the greatest Sacramento King ever to play.
Well, you know, we've had some great players, and Oscar Robertson wasn't in that Sacramento era. I'm lucky for that because he's one of the greatest players of all time. And you can also make a case for Mitch Richmond. His teams didn't win, but he was an incredible scorer.
A little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Waiters dishes to Okafor. Hill kicks to Durant. Stolen by Joseph. Pass to McGee. Dishes to Barton. Joseph with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Backcourt violation.
Back, not watching for the line that time. There's the double team with Joseph. Waiters passes to Hill. And stolen by Barton. To the paint. Another shot. Sacramento again missing.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
Now here's Waiters. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pocket 4. That one falls.
Oh, and Durant covers so much ground when he puts it on the floor. You just can't keep him from going where he wants.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Barnes. Durant with the steal. Here's Hill. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Waiters dishes to Okafor. And the layup's good off the glass. Okafor's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
McGee a screen. Barton next to Joseph. Shot to stop the drought. That shot no good. Hill with some nice D. Celtics leading by 5. Now here's Waiters. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Okafor. Here's Fareed. Not enough on that one as it misses.
After hitting their first 4 shots, they finally miss one.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Foul on Boston.
One thing I like with the Celtics, you see the chemistry and the continuity, not just on the court, but on every level. Coaching, front office, ownership, they're all on the same page.
And for the Celtics as an organization, when you have that trust and that common understanding, Chris, that makes a huge difference.
You have to give the leadership some credit because part of being a great organization is hiring great people and letting them do their job. Ownership and management are involved, but not overbearing. And forward thinking, this is a franchise that is exploring every avenue to find an edge.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
What an awful decision there. No reason that turnover should have taken place.
Outside Hill. Passes it to Okafor. They double him with Barton. And it's Okafor missing.
Excellent D to force that miss there. That took real courage to risk being on a poster, being he's one of the best dunkers in the game.
Feeds to Barton. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. For 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Barnes has got 5. And here is Hill. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. From downtown. Here's Okafor.
Timeout.
And Okafor slams it in.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
And Jahlil Okafor, really a throwback in a lot of ways. You know, when you think about some of the low-post giants that our game has seen. I mean, 6'11", over 270 pounds, tremendous hands and footwork, and he can take defenders to school on that low block. Going to continue to have to improve his passing, particularly out of double teams, and ability to face up a little more. But, again, this is a guy with a tremendous amount of ability moving forward.
Gary Harris is checked in for Waiters. It's Barton with the drive. Griffin kicks the Barnes. And it goes
out of bounds.
Last touch by Barton. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Hill kicks to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
You want no part of that when Durant gets speed going at the rim. Stepping in the way is a fast track to ending up on the post.
And they say post play is a bit of a lost art. It's hard to do effectively against modern NBA defenses. You think Okafor will be successful, Greg, playing that kind of style?
You know, he'll have to develop his passing to punish teams who bring help. They have to surround him with shooters, though. If not, then there's no penalty for swarming him inside.
Here's Clark. Fouling the basket by Kenneth Faried. Here's Spates. Again, the miss by the Kings. Celtics leading by 6. Outside Hill. Okafor with the screen on Williams. Screen by Faried. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
I have no idea why he would have even attempted that. That's a horrible turnover.
Here's Clark. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Unable to get that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Guys, they've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Durant the pass to Okafor. The kick out to Hill. 5 on the clock. Okafor inside. Foul on him. He gets it in there. And it's 6 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint. Screen!
Pass to Williams. Will it go? Second chance effort. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Kings have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Heights checked in for the Celtics. And throughout the years, one thing that the Kings, Chris, have done well as a franchise is put together an exciting team.
And as you said that applies to good.
Timeout.
From the white chocolate days with my man Jay Will dazzling the fans to the Mitch Richmond teams, the Kings have always been fun to watch. Part of it is that the franchise has always seemed to prefer playing an up-tempo style of basketball.
Just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
And coach may need to revisit his play calling because it feels more like the other team is anticipating their every move.
The Kings trail by 10. And the pass to Clark.
Yo, watch him. I see him.
Spates against Fareed. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Durant for 3. That one's not going to go. Shumpert with some nice D. Outside Williams.
Back door.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Spates. Shot to end this cold run. Spates missing again. Right for 3. They get the rebound. And Fareed kicks to Okafor. Outside Durant. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the
2 shots, gentlemen.
He'll shoot 2.
2.
And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are the brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10. And he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
Williams for 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Celtics leading by 13. It's Durant on the wing. Guarded by Shumpert. Harris misses. And for Sacramento, they're shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Williams kicks the foul. And the dunk by Powell.
Nice feed and close, right to where his teammate needed it.
Celtics shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Harris outside. He dishes it to Okafor. Back to Harris. With the shot. Harris missing again.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That's good from Shumpert. The Kings making a switch here. And both free throws good for Shumpert. Knight kicks to Johnson. Williams with the steal. Here's Powell. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
He just calmly rolls up and nails that jumper as time expires. Awesome way to end the quarter and head to the finish.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Oh, yeah, great communication. The guys are quick and rotating help and playing with a lot of energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Kings, they've got Harrison Barnes. JaVale McGee is out there with Griffin. Then it's Sheldon Mack. And it's Barton in at the 2 guard. Johnson the screen. And it's good for 2. Knight's got his first bucket in this one.
Next, a great pick that time by Johnson. I mean, that's another area where he excelled.
Back on top. He's guarded by Knight. And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That is his first foul of the game. quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Barnes. Again, Sacramento. Celtics leading by 5. Splitter sets a screen. Harris kicks to Johnson. Harris again, Spartan. From the wing, it's hauled in by the Kings. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. To the paint. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Harris. It's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Barton outside. Shot clock at 6. A beautiful reverse layup. A lot of great young talent, Chris, coming in the game. Who could be the face of the league in a few years, do you think?
Well, I really like Towns and Wiggins. I really like this Minnesota team. I think their team can become a fan favorite as we see the game go on. Also, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
How about Kyrie Irving? Just won a championship. How about Davis, Anthony Davis? I just think we have some great young talent. Excited to see what the future holds.
So fun. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, one thing we've heard over the years about Amir Johnson is that his box score stats may not wow you, but belie his impact on the court. Coach Brad Stevens said he just knows how to play both ends. He makes easy plays with the ball, and then on the defensive end, he makes everyone better. Being a two-way impact player.
He's a plus-minus standout, DA. Thank you. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Blake Griffin.
Timeout. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And the Celtics gravitate towards scrappy players. They like guys, Chris, who can carry a chip on their shoulder.
Well, come on. That's been a common thread for this young team. Toughness, grit, and passion. A lot of their players were overlooked in the past. Came to Boston, ticked off, and looked to prove a point.
The Celtics making a change here. Waiters has checked in. The Kings also with the sub. Joseph's checked in.
Come on.
The feed to Young. Trying to get back on track. Boston again missing.
The defense got super lucky there because he does not miss many of those.
And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Not good. He already has 2 early fouls here, and he has to watch himself for the rest of the half.
Timeout. Dunk by McGee. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And watching the Kings, Chris, you can't help but think back to their glory years back in the early 2000s when you played for them.
Well, I'm happy to be a part of that 2002 team. We set the franchise best for the team with 61 wins that year. You love the way that team played just because of how they played. Beautiful ball movement.
Boston making some changes. Kenneth Faried comes in for Splitter. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Young. Now here's Knight. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages...
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
And stolen by Knight.
Shoot it, shoot it.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Yeah, it looks like he got to that shot just after it reached its apex. Those can be tough ones to gauge.
Kicks it to Barnes. 11 feet away. Here's Joseph. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Johnson the screen.
Screen.
Durant kicks to Johnson. Griffin with the steal. Joseph with the ball. And it's Knight picking him up. In the corner, it's Griffin. Hits it from three-point range. Griffin's got the lead up to 2 now for Sacramento. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Waiters dishes to Johnson. And Waiters kicks to Durant. Shot clock at 5. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Here's Sacramento. They're on a 15-6 run. And Joseph kicks to Barnes. Griffin is screen on Waiters. Barnes passes to Griffin. Red ball movement here by the Kings.
Get there.
Barnes dishes to Griffin. From about 16. And the Kings check on 2 more.
He continues to build on his outstanding play during the first quarter.
Set up.
Knight kicks to Waiters. Dish out to Fareed. Pass to Knight. Screened by Fareed. And stolen by Barton. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little to show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
Timeout.
Hill, he's checked in for Knight.
Guard it.
And then for Sacramento, Spates comes in for JaVale McGee. And Ian Clark subbed in for Barton. Chris, during your playing days, you were named to the All-NBA team in 2001. Several All-NBA second teams. How much does it really mean to a player? How much did it mean to you to make those lists?
You know, it meant a lot, especially when your career is over, to know that, you were one of the best, especially with the competition that was at the power forward position those years. I mean, you could have given it to anyone with Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett. I mean, you just, Rasheed Wallace, you look at those names of power forward just in that conference those years. So, I'm just proud that I, was one of the best at my position and had fun doing it. The biggest thing was something that I've always worked hard for. It was a dream just to make it to the NBA. So anything else is gravy. But I'm definitely proud of those years in the league. You do it all in the name of wanting to win the championship. And, I trade all those in for a ring.
Great perspective. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Durant to the inside. Fareed. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Great playmakers help everything run so smoothly. Excellent lead pass.
Kings leading now by 4.
Now, when you think about Amir Johnson, the last ever prep to pro draftee. Now, look, he was taken out of high school with the 56th pick by the Pistons back in 2005. Learning from the vets on that squad, he learned how to win.
For Sacramento, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And we're not used to thinking of 11-year vets still having room to grow. But you know what, Chris? That might be the case with Amir Johnson.
Well, it's interesting. I played with Amir. Always a great athlete with high energy, great motor. But he's never averaged more than 28 minutes a game, despite being that highly effective player. That could mean he's had a lot of tread left on those tires.
It's stolen by Hill. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Okafor is checked in for Boston. Sacramento also making some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Griffin. Mon Shumpert is coming for Harrison Barnes. And it's Williams in for Joseph. And Durant gets double teamed. It's stolen by Mon Shumpert.
Get there.
Now here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He kicks it to space. And it's Clark in the corner. Out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Celtics trail by 6. There's a good screen. Waiters gets a wide open look. Boston again missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Offensive rebound. Powell. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Now here's Waiters. It's Durant on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And even with the defense swarming him, I mean, Durant still can drop in the jump shot. That right there is what makes him one of the best in the game.
Tips it. And Kenneth Faried pulls it down. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dishes it to Waiters. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court.
You can see that he definitely takes rebounding seriously, and his size really helps him come down with plenty of those tough boards.
A wide open look for Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. Kings leading now by 6. Williams passes to Clark. Spates sets a screen. Clark dishes to Shumpert. 4 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Shumpert. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. It's Durant on the wing. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Then what is crazy is that it doesn't even look like it's hard for Durant out there. It's like he's bored with dismantling every defense he sees.
Here's Clark. Misses off the right ankle.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
Now here's Durant. 19 points in the game. It's blocked.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
Here's Clark. Nails the corner 3. Clark's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they have been really active on the boards this quarter. Those second chance points are keeping them in the game.
Hill kicks to Faried. It's tipped. Outside Durant. From downtown. And Shumpert pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Shumpert. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Again, Shumpert missing.
Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Screen by Faried. Durant with it. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Here's Okafor. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Passes it to Spates. Inside. Powell. That's good. And now it's a 9-point Kings lead.
Oh, just a solid screen to free him up. Makes the layup possible.
And so we conclude the first half. The Kings on top as they end the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
That's just an amazing skill set, plus the great instincts, knows intuitively how to get himself open.
Splitter is out there with Jahlil Okafor.
Out of bounds.
Then there's Hill. Then there's Nick Young. And it's Hill in the point guard position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Five on the clock. Here's Griffin. Bank shot. No good.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
They made that possession super uncomfortable, and as a result, they got the stop they needed.
Hill, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now, in 2013, the Celtics began their rebuild in earnest. Right away, they made some great moves hiring Brad Stevens from the college ranks to take over as head coach. And also, a terrific trade with Brooklyn, getting 3 first-round picks and the right to swap picks in exchange for Garnett and Paul Pierce.
The Kings have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And you talk about that trade with the Nets. Looking back, what a trade for the Celtics.
Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, Brooklyn's run with Pierce and KG was short-lived, and as their fortunes have waned, it's been one heck of a windfall for these guys in green. So many young assets. You knew they had to make some moves just to fit their roster limitations.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape. Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you. High praise indeed, fellas."
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, D.A. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. And that one's good, Griffin.
No, well, you just got to keep feeding him the ball. Everything he shoots has been gold so far.
They set the pick. Hill kicks to Okafor. Stolen by Joseph. Got a piece of it.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Picked by Okafor. It's back to Hill. The train buries the long-range jumper. Hill's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
I have no idea why he attempted that. That's horrible.
Celtics making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And here is Hill. Splitter sets a screen. And stolen by Barnes. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Now here's Joseph. He's covered closely. Johnson with the block.
Oh, the rim protection from Johnson. One more thing that makes him special.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Brandon Knight, he's checked in for George Hill. Now here's Knight. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Tiago Splitter. That's his first foul.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Knight. Griffin down low. Johnson's there. Griffin can't get it to go in.
He's usually very dependable from that range, but the D got themselves in that play and got him off kilter.
Splitter passes to Knight. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, and it seemed like a while there, people just weren't sure if Brandon Knight was a 1 or a 2. I think now, though, having shown the flourishes at that off-guard spot, he's defining who he's going to be. A terrific scorer who can create for others and still has the ability to make plays. The one big question I have moving forward is, can he improve enough defensively to where now you're talking about a guy that can be one of the best players on a really good team?
Barnes dishes to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Sacramento making some changes. Ian Clark comes in for Barton. And it's Williams in for Corey Joseph. Offensive rebound. Out to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And for Knight, while he can certainly run point and pinch, you want him out there for his scoring, and Greg, he is free to do just that playing off the ball.
It's just a role that I think is more suited to his game. Too many turnovers at times when he's just purely playing the point. If you look at his numbers, he is just much more effective as a shooting guard.
Now here's Knight. He's got 6. Harris setting the pick for Knight. Splitter sets a screen. Harris missing again.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
Williams kicks to Clark. McGee a screen. Here's Griffin. McGee. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance.
Timeout.
McGee's got 6.
Started.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Well, Chris, we're seeing around the NBA, from the Warriors to the Spurs, there's so many, the value of great passing from all 5 positions, but especially the big, especially the front court. In your opinion, what advantages does a big man have as a playmaker?
Well, the big man has many advantages. One, if he's a beast on the post like he should be, Kevin, he should be drawing double teams. And what does that allow? That means that there are 3 on 4 on the rest of the play. 3 defensive players against 4 offensive players. And if he swings that ball quickly, just let the mathematics alone do the trick. You move that ball and you'll have an advantage. What else does it do? Sometimes the player is taller and he can see over the defense and maybe attack from angles that shorter players can't do. And third, what does it do? Big guys on defense are not used to playing outside of the free throw line defensively. And so therefore your defender may not be as strong and therefore get his hands on deflections and things that you may see happening from guards. So yeah, you're right. The big fellas that have always been some of the best players in the post have been some of the best passers. And right now you're seeing that in order to be in the game, you're going to have to make your teammates better and not just be an endless hole in there when they throw the ball to you.
Great perspective.
Don't let him shoot that.
Williams passes to Barnes. McGee dishes to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Knight. He's got 6. Screen by Fareed. Here's Durant. And Griffin sends it back. Shot's good from Young.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
McGee a screen. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Barnes. Left side, Griffin. Second shot opportunity. Tipped away.
They were right up in his grill. Really gave him no breathing room to release that one clean.
Young sets a screen for Knight. Harris kicks to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Young. Here's Durant. McGee with the block. Outside Williams. Another miss by Williams.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Oh my gosh, he's really playing poor out there. It might just not be his night.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. For the tie, Sacramento grabs the miss. McGee's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And this is a young Celtics team. Even the vets still just entering their prime years. Chris, they built from within, and what a great environment to develop in.
I mean, come on, one of the best. Great tradition and history of winning. A passionate and knowledgeable fan base. A committed ownership and front office. The players are given everything they need to be successful.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Okafor's checked in for Young. Dion Waiters comes in for Gary Harris. And it's Hill in tonight.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
And guys, they're showing great instincts too, anticipating how the ball was going to come off the boards and timed it out perfect.
Here's Hill after the made shot from Amon Shumpert. Outside Hill. Peters on the wing. Feeds it to Okafor. A 15-footer. Here's Fareed. And Fareed throws it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing it hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
But guys, the defense knows he has this ability, correct? Yet no one thinks to put a body on him? Incredible.
And Boston has possession after the Kings pick up 2. Here's Hill. It's hauled in by the Kings. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No!
Over in the corner, Williams. Pass to Powell. Back to Williams. Here's Spates. And the slam dunk by Spates.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
And the call will be against Darren Williams.
Set it up!
That is his first foul of the game. Martin's checked in for Sacramento. Shelvin Mack comes in for Darren Williams. Now here's Waiters. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Mack has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Celtics trail by 5.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
In situations like this, they don't necessarily have to rush the shot, but they should try to get a fast, easy look at the basket.
Boston again missing. Raiders again. Spartan.
I'm open!
To the paint.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Most definitely, and they should realize this and not look to shoot too early in the shot clock for the rest of the game.
And the pass to Space. Here's Mack. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that's going to do it for the... third quarter. King. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. And the Celtics with possession here. On the floor for Sacramento. Corey Joseph is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Griffin in the four-man position. And Joseph kicks to Barnes. A three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 5. There's the feed to Waiters. Splitter sets a screen. And Waiters kicks to Splitter. And it's slammed in by Splitter.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Oh, yeah, and you have to give him credit too. Makes the right read, go straight to the rim.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Barnes. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Timeout, timeout.
And the Kings lead by
Guard it.
5.
Fantastic rhythm on that mid-range jump shot. You can't give him space from there. And Harrison Barnes is a player who can quietly float along in the game but end up with a good amount of points. You feel like he can be forgotten sometimes on offense. Then all of a sudden he'll hit you with an incredible dunk and spur a 10-0 run just from his one play.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
Now here is Harris. Shoots from the high post. And it comes off the front of the rim. And Barnes definitely does have that show-stopping dunk potential.
Now, a lot of guys that could dunk like he could dunk, they only want to dunk. That's just not in Barnes' game. He likes to post up or float the space if you leave him be.
Here's Griffin. Johnson with some nice D. On the wing, Harris. He feeds it to Splitter. He dishes it to Waiters. Here's Harris. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. On the wing, Barnes. He's guarded by Waiters.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's just picture-perfect defense there. Really stifled this man and gave him no chance in a clean look.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now here's Waiters. 6 to shoot. Johnson, that's for 2. Boston again missing. Sacramento leading by 5. Joseph with the ball. Martin left side. Martin throws it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Harris against Spartan. Splitter passes to Johnson. Gets to Hill. Splitter sets a screen for Hill. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Okafor is checked in for Boston. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Barton kicks to Joseph. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. And Barton throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Hill with it now by Barnes. And the basket by Hill.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him and sunk it in his grill, in the face.
Here's Barton. That shot misses. Now Boston takes it the other way. Harris, right side.
Come on, box it out, man.
Free throw line jump shot. Buries the jump shot. And now just a 5-point Sacramento lead.
After going scoreless in the first half, he has found his shot in the second.
And Joseph kicks to Barton. Lets it fly. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Well, that's just not wise to take that shot in that situation. We'll think better of it next time around.
Now here is Harris. 5 to shoot. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, it looked as if he would never find his game after that awful first half start, but he's really hit his stride in the second.
The Celtics making a switch here. Knight's checked in. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Joseph. Got that bucket. Celtics trail by 4. Knight dishes to Waiters. Pass the Splitter.
Back door.
Pick by Okafor. Splitter passes to Knight. He kicks it to Waiters. 3 on the clock. From deep 3-point range. Boston again missing. Now Joseph. All the dish to Griffin. It's Barton with the drive. Misses in close.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Knight kicks to Splitter. Dishes to Harris. Okafor, the pass to Harris. Traps in the tray. Harris has got 14 points now in the second half.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
When you get tagged with your 4th foul, you have to be very careful the rest of the way.
Now here's Joseph.
Even though he's struggling with the shot, it hasn't stopped his team from getting in front and maintaining this lead.
Knight dishes to Harris. And stolen by Barton. And the steal help by McGee.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Now here's Okafor. Splitter sets a screen. And here is Waiters. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Okafor. The drive.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Well, look, they finally found the energy. They need to make this one a ball game again. Now, can they get the lead?
And Joseph kicks to Griffin. And Okafor with the block.
Oh, hit that.
Okafor slams it in. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Out left to the wing. Here's Griffin. And Okafor with the block. Harris outside. Okafor sets the pick for Knight. Pass it to Okafor. Splitter sets a screen. Here's Harris. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Knight. Feeds it to Okafor. Stolen by McGee. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Timeout.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
And with the Kings, Chris, playing in a smaller market, you know about that market well. They rarely get a chance to make big free agent signings. I mean, what's been the key?
Well, this is something that just isn't present in any other NBA city. The Kings are the only ticket in town and are loved by the city of Sacramento. The outreach and community interaction the Kings have is absolutely fantastic, and you can tell the players know how special a place it is to play.
Some changes for Boston. Fareed's checked in for Splitter. And Durant subbed in for Waiters. And here's Boston. They're on a 17-6 run. Now here's Knight. Just 5 on the clock. It's Durant with the drive. And then Durant with the dunk.
When you need a big bucket, you were looking for Durant every chance you get. He has delivered so many times in that situation.
Just hit the pass to Griffin. From 13 feet, it goes down. Griffin's got 20.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Give the assist to the coach that play. He called it. That's great patience by the offense right there. They took their time, got on the ball right where he wanted.
Here's Harris.
Out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Kings have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%.
Big comment.
Barnes outside. Puts up a 3. They get it back. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. Boston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. It's Durant with the drive, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
And Durant dunks the ball with such an effortless lift. He just goes up and throws it down like it's nothing.
Here's Joseph. Can't get it to fall. Celtics leading by 3. Durant. Back to Knight. 16 feet away. drills it in. Griffin's got rebound number 8 now on the night. In the fourth quarter. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. The Celtics shooting in this game 45%. Durant dishes to Knight. Hit by Okafor. Knight kicks to Harris. Buries it.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Joseph, the pass to Griffin. Boston with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul. George Hill's checked in for Knight. Now here is Hill. Screen by Fareed. Durant just inside the line. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
No time to spare. They need a bucket. They need one quickly here, or it could be too late.
And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Timeout. Timeout.
And those free throws, they're like little daggers, carving them out a bigger cushion.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 7. 23 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Oh, it feels like Coach maybe making a statement to his guys. Until there's zero chance to come back, we're going to play this thing out.
Three seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's McGee with the jam.
He had just a breakdown defensively there. Allows him to wind up with an easy dunk straight off the inbound.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. That's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trail by 7. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this time.
Oh, it feels like Coach maybe making a statement to his guys. Until there's zero chance to come back, we're going to play this thing out.
Barton, wide open, he fires. No good on the quick 3.
Now, these are just terrible shots he's attempted right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Oh! Shumpert dishes to space. Stolen by Fareed. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA